bad. This is really bad. We turned up at the Retreat Castle, right? It's meant to be the most haunted place in Scotland, but it's all gone a bit pear-shaped. I don't know what's happened. All the crew and everyone, they've all like fucked off and left me. And they've sodded up without paying the bill. Wankers.
Ladies and gentlemen, how do?
My name's Scabies, and I used to be the drummer in the punk band The Damned. It's okay! Since then, I got myself a new job. Now, I'm a paranormal investigator, but not the sort of paranormal investigations that you're used to seeing. Oh no.
Hey, don't film this. Hey, don't film this. Hold on.
Oh my God. Ignore it, man, ignore it. Just keep going. We're going to the pub. Never mind all that, it's a trick. Let me be your guide through the really scary stuff. I'm going to look at urban legends, ancient boogeymen and internet rumours. The spookier the better. Bigfoot is a load of bollocks. But did you know they found a real monster washed up on a beach near New York City not long ago?
Such an interesting monster, too.
It looked like a huge dog with a beak. But before anyone could properly identify it, the corpse disappeared. Here's the scary part. There's an animal disease research centre on a nearby island. Did you know that there are practising witches in London? Not the pointy hat kind. I'm talking about witch doctors, chopping up little kids, using their blood and body parts in magic rituals. And here's the topper. The cops haven't caught them. They're still out there. So how did I get started on this long, dark path? Well, it all began with the Holy Grail. I'm obsessed, just like my parents were before me. For a long time they studied the Grail legends, the history of the Knights Templar and Freemasons, and that was long before all the Da Vinci Code bollocks kicked off. There's a Grail for you. I've heard there's some pretty strict rituals that you have to go through.
I mean, there's all sorts of stories on us Templars.
You have to worship Satan, you have to spit on the cross, and then you have to get buggered.
We've sort of modernised it since then.
How do you modernise buggery?
That's not personally my department.
If I meet someone who I think's full of it, I want to give them a piece of my mind and the back of my hand.
What the hell do you want to do?
Hey Andrew, fuck off.
I don't think you should film that.
If you think you know the truth, my friend, you're sadly mistaken. Who knows what's going on out there? You actually were dismantling the Spear of Destiny, one of the holiest icons, relics that exists.
It's certainly been in the hands of some very extraordinary people throughout history. Adolf Hitler had it in his possession. Hitler was very much into the occult, so he felt once he had that spear, it would make him invincible.
I always thought it was a bit odd. You've got Jesus up there on the cross.
Yes.
Centurion bloke stabs him in the ribs.
Yeah.
And at that point, Jesus was just another really. You know, putting it in modern parlance.
Well, I think you shouldn't talk about him like that.
Well, I mean, in terms of the Romans' view of him, was he was just another criminal who was being crucified.
Yeah, from their point of view.
So the thing of stabbing him with the spear and then retaining that spear meant that you would have had to have had prior knowledge that your victim was somebody special. So join me on my quest for the truth about sinister conspiracies, dark occult practices, and all of the other weird stuff that goes on around us. I'm not afraid to get down and dirty with the debauched, the paranoid, and the nutcases.
I am not mentally ill. I am not a false prophet, like those who seek to kill me say I am.
Raven soul, nor tempt the stormy firth to stay. Pillar foliage bound, and it glimmered all the dead men's mail.
If the wheels of your world have fallen off and you feel like the forces of darkness are beginning to take over, well, I've got some bad news for you, mate. I think you're right. Why not follow me down the